And now you will have an explanation about this command Bysort when used with this command Egen. We're going to use Bysort Egen mean to find the mean of a specific category of data, and we're going to use Bysort Egen sum to find the total of any category of a set of data. The first thing that Bysort does is it sorts by one category, or you could think of it as sorting by one categorical variable, and then after you do that, you get the mean of another variable. For example, we want to know the average spent on snacks, but of only the respondents who rated their enjoyment as 3 out of 5 on the enjoyment scale. We would have to sort the data by enjoyment first, and then take the mean of the variable snacks for only those respondents who rated their enjoyment at the pool as 3. Now this is easier to see in Excel. So I open up the Excel spreadsheet, and you can see this is our data sheet, except it's open in Excel. Here's the column of enjoyment. So enjoyment is a categorical variable. It's really ordinal. People rate how much enjoyment they get at the pool on a scale from 1 to 5. So here are the results that all the respondents gave. But right now it's not sorted by level of enjoyment. So if we highlight the entire table and then we click Data, Sort, and we sort by the column of enjoyment, then when we click OK, notice now all of the respondents who rated 1 are grouped together. All the respondents who rated their enjoyment at the pool level 2 are grouped together, and so on. So all the respondents in all the rows are grouped together by this variable. So now, if we took the mean of these 3 people, these 3 respondents and what they spent on snacks, then we would have the average spent on snacks from people who rated the enjoyment as number 1. Same thing with these 3 people. If we took these 3 numbers and found the mean, found the average, we would know the average amount spent on snacks by people who rated the pool as 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. So these 4 people, okay, these 4 people rated the pool as level of enjoyment 3. That means that these 4 people, if we took the average of these 4 people, we would get the average, we would get the mean spent on snacks by people who rated their enjoyment as 3. Now here's how the code works. You type in the command Bysort. Then you type in the variable that is the category that you're going to break it into. Make sure you put a colon. Then you type in the command Egen. Then type in the name of the new variable, because remember, when you see that mean, you're going to see a new variable, an additional column show up to the right of the data set. And that equals the mean of the old variable. So in our example, this is exactly what the code will be. Bysort, enjoyment, we're sorting by enjoyment, and then the new variable, mean snacks, is equal to the mean of snacks, but it's equal to the mean of snacks broken up by the categories of enjoyment. And you will see we will type in exactly this code, and then we will look at the data, and then you will understand. Now again, you can pause the video and type in the code slowly, but I have already explained it, so I typed it in carefully. I'm going to push enter. Now I did not get an error message, so let's take a look at the data. Aha! There is a new variable here, and notice the data is sorted by enjoyment. For all the people who rated it 1, this is the mean spent on snacks by the people. Here's what they spent on snacks, and here's the mean of what they spent on snacks for these people who rated it as 1. See the people who rated it as 2? Here's what they spent on snacks, and here's the mean. You see, it's a different mean from the 1 category. Here's the 1 category mean. Here's the 2 category mean. Here's the 3 category mean. You see it changes means when it changes categories, and the entire data set is sorted by enjoyment. Now let's try example 2. We want to know the average age of only the men and the women respectively. Average age means we want the mean age. We would have to sort the data by gender and then take the mean age for both male and then female. So here's the code. Again, here's the general explanation of the code, but in this case we type in Bysort command because we're sorting by gender. Don't forget to put the colon. Then type the Egen command to make a new variable. In this case we'll call it mean age, and we'll set it equal to the mean of the variable age. But if you put this after Bysort gender, it will take the mean age by the category gender. So now I've typed in the code while I was off camera to make sure I don't make a typo. When I push enter, I did not get an error message, so that's encouraging. And when I open the data, aha, now there's another variable called mean age. And if you notice, the data is sorted by men and then by women. All the males are up here, and the average age of the males in this survey is 32.3. And then here are all the females, and if you go all the way across, the average of their ages, the females in the survey, 25.4. So you can see that even though the data, the variables are not next to each other, you can see that the value of every single one of these first 10 in mean age will be the same, because that's the age of the males, and it's the same thing. Every single one of these fields values will be the same for this variable because they correspond to the category female.